Welcome to Stories of Hope. Hear what God is doing through OM's ship ministry as Logos Hope visits ports around the world. Today's story is told by Logos Hope's Partner Ministries Director, Randy Greeby.
I was sitting in the visitor experience one day and a gentleman walked up with a big smile, arms around a young lady. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I told him my name and he told me his, and he said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "I'm from Iceland." I said, as a kid growing up, I only ever heard about that country, but I didn't actually know people live there. He laughed. "Oh yeah, people live there." He says, "Hey, I got a question for you. Your ship was in my port several years ago when I was in prison." I realized he was talking about our previous ship, Logos 2. He continued, "I was in prison and you guys came from the ship. You came to my prison to share a message of hope. While you were there was somebody videotaping the presentation, and during that time, I gave my life to God. I actually came forward and someone was recording that. Do you think anybody on board would have that video?" I'm thinking to myself, "Buddy, you're asking for the moon. There's no way we're going to have that video on board." But I said, "Okay, I'll give it a try." I went to the ship's videographer at the time and said, "Hey, there's a guy here from Iceland, and we were there with the Logos 2, and someone was videotaping this special event. What's the chance that we would have that video on board from Iceland a few years ago?" He said to me, "Randy, you are not going to believe this, but I took that video. Come here." I went to his office, and there on the top shelf, he handed me the video. I walked back to the man from Iceland and said, "You are not going to believe this, buddy, but here's the video," as I handed it to him. The guy fell to his knees. Tears came to his eyes. He said, "I got out of prison, and God sent this beautiful woman into my life, and we got married. Thank you for coming to the prison. Thank you for coming to share God's love to me. That was the changing point of my life."
OM Ships, bringing knowledge, help and hope. Find out more at omships.org.